Hi everyone, in this expression we are asked to find all possible value of x. All possible value of x. We want to find all the possible value of x. What is x? Solution. So from our expression we have x multiplied by x multiplied by x over 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 equal to 2 multiplied by 2 over x multiplied by x multiplied by x. So over here, this is our question. So from here, we can multiply this all together for the numerator and denominator of both the left hand side and the right hand side. So we have this to be written as x cubed over 2 power 3 equal to 2 power 3 over x cubed. So from here we multiply both sides by x cubed, then x cubed and 2 cubed. We multiply both sides by x cubed and 2 cubed. So we have that to be x cubed over 2 cubed multiplied by x cubed multiplied by 2 cubed equal to 2 cubed over x cubed multiplied by x cubed multiplied by 2 cubed. So from here we can cancel out this. X 2 cubed cancel out with 2 cubed from the left hand side. So we have x cubed multiplied by x cubed. So from the right hand side, x cubed cancel out x cubed. So we now have 2 cubed multiplied by 2 cubed. So here this can be expressed as, using this identity, we have base a power m multiplied by power n is expressed as base a power n into bracket power n. So we use this identity to simplify this. So if we do that, we mean this is expressed as this. So if we do this, then we can write this as x power 6 equal to 2 power 6. So now we move this right hand side to the left hand side. So we have everything to be equal to 0. So we have x power 6 minus 2 power 6 equal to 0. So here we can simplify this as well as x cubed into bracket power 2 minus 2 cubed into bracket power 2 all equal to 0. Now considering this identity, if we have a power 2 minus b power 2, it can be expressed as or factorized as a plus b into bracket a minus b. So let's use this identity to simplify this expression. So meaning that this can be written as x cubed plus 2 cubed into bracket, open another bracket, x cubed minus 2 cubed, everything equal to 0. So to find the value of x now, we consider this separately and this separately. So to get all the possible value of x, so we try it case by case. So let's treat let's treat the first one as case 1. So we have case 1. So from here we have x cubed plus 2 cubed equal to 0. So we simplify this by considering this identity, a cubed plus b cubed. This expression is expanded. This expression is factorized as a plus b into bracket, open the bracket, a squared minus ab plus b squared, close the bracket. So here we can now rewrite this expression using this identity. So this will now be given as x plus 2 into bracket, open another bracket, x power 2 minus 2x plus 2 power 2. Close the bracket, everything equal to 0. So from here, this means that x plus 2 equal to 0. For the first value of x, we have x equal to minus 2. So this is given as x1. So from the next, we consider this quadratic expression. So we have x squared minus 2x plus 2 power 2 equal to 0 to get our value of x. So this is written as x squared minus 2x plus 4 equal to 0. So we use the quadratic formula to solve this. So we have x to be equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a. This simply means that our a equal to 1, b equal to minus 2, then c equal to 4 from the quadratic equation. So we have this to be x equal to minus into minus 2 plus or minus square root of minus 2 squared minus 4, then multiply by 1 multiply by 4 all over 2 multiply by 1 multiply by 1. So this can be expressed as 2 plus or minus square root of 4 minus 16 over 2. And here we are going to have equal to 2 plus or minus square root of what? Square root of minus 12 over 2. And we can split this radical as equal to 2 plus or minus square root of minus 1 multiplied by square root of 3 multiplied by square root of 4 over 2. So we have square root of minus 1 to be given as I, and this is equal to 2 plus or minus I, then square root of 4 is given as 2. So we have 2, then square root of 3 all over 2. So here this can go with this and this. So here we now have x to be equal to 1 plus or minus I square root of 3, which simply means that from here we have two values and their complex roots. Okay, so we have x2 to be equal to 1 plus I square root of 3, and x3 equal to 1 minus I square root of 3. So we have gotten now 3 value of x. So for the next value, we should also be treated as case 2. We have case 2. From case 2, we have that so we treated this as case 1, and we are going to treat this as case 2 to get the remaining value of x. So we have case 2, which will be x cubed minus 2 cubed equal to 0. So to get the value of s over here, we have that if we have a cubed minus b cubed, we can factorize this as a minus b into bracket a squared plus ab plus b squared into bracket. So we are going to use this identity for case 2. So and that will be expressed as x minus 2 into bracket, open another bracket, x squared plus 2x plus 2 squared, close the bracket, everything will be equal to 0. So it implies that over here x minus 2 equal to 0, then x equal to 2, and this will be x4. So we consider this expression, this quadratic equation, to determine the remaining value of x. So we have, from this quadratic equation, we have x squared plus 2x plus 2 squared equal to 0. So and that is equal to x squared plus 2 squared plus 4 equal to 0. Use the quadratic formula to solve this quadratic equation. So we have from our quadratic formula, and this can be written as this, we have a to be equal to 1, b equal to 2, and c equal to 4. So here we have that s will now be equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b squared, square root of 2 squared minus 4ac. 4 multiplied by 1 multiplied by 4, and that will be over 2 multiplied by 1. So this can be simplified as x equal to minus 2 plus or minus square root of 2 squared minus 4 multiplied by 1 multiplied by 4 over 2 multiplied by 1. So and that is equal to x equal to minus 2 plus or minus square root of 4, then minus 16 over 2, and that can be written as equal to minus 2 plus or minus square root of minus 12 over 2. This can also be written as minus 2 plus or minus square root of minus 1 multiplied by square root of 3 multiplied by square root of 4, and this is over 2. x equal to minus 2 plus or minus 2I square root of 3 over 2. So this cancel out with this and this, and x will be equal to minus 1 plus or minus I square root of 3. So this simply means that this two value of x will be given as x5, which will be equal to minus 1 plus I square root of 3, and the other value will be x6 equal to minus 1 minus I square root of 3. So all our possible value of s, all the possible value of s is given as x equal to minus 2, x1 equal to minus 2 plus 1 plus I square root of 3, x3 is equal to 1 minus I square root of 3, and x4 is given by 2, x5 is given by equal to minus 1 plus I square root of 3. x6 is given by minus 1 minus I square root of 3. These are all the possible value of x that we are asked to find. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, please like the video, subscribe to this channel. Let's grow this channel together, and share this video to your loved ones if you found it valuable and interesting and educative. So we meet in another interesting lesson. Bye.